Big Body Bench. Run, tell them. The Big Body High Priestess. Somebody come see this. This is your daily check-in for February 15th, 2022. But this is a timeless reading, so whenever you see this, you're supposed to. Alright, so boom. Mm. There really is this energy of being pushed out somewhere. Heavy on the being censored. If you know, you know. If you're part of this community, you should know by now that how we're being censored. Heavy on this Salem witch trials. You know, this energy out here. I know if you follow Shady Cheryl's, that's how you say her name. She's been talking so much about this. I was on her page today looking at some of it, but you know, if you know, you know how they're trying to censor us, get us offline one by one, pluck us off out here. Hey, welcome, welcome, y'all. You know, and I just feel like this energy isn't just in at work, you know, or online or whatever. I feel this energy of being censored at home as well. Um, Being pushed out somehow for some of you. Um, so censored at home in the regards of censored in your personal life in the way that feeling some feelings that don't some people may feel are unpleasant or they don't want to hear about, they don't want to talk about, makes them uncomfortable, and yet you got to be the one to do it anyway. You got to be the one to have that conversation. You got to be the one that to make people uncomfortable in whatever way, but people don't want to hear what you have to say, or you have some thoughts and some feelings that you feel bad for. Have you been having thoughts and feelings, or talking to someone this way who is feeling something and thinking things that they feel bad for? They don't want to say out loud, and so they don't know how to process or where to put their emotions. Have you an Aries being upset? Could be an Aries moon. An Aries moon is really upset. All of a sudden, Luna's downstairs, going down there. I mean, she's okay. She's with her father. Um, but yeah, for others of you, you're being pushed out of a space that you didn't treat with a certain amount of love, you know, respect. Having on moving into a space, this could be prior to a long time ago. Somehow being pushed out of a space, or um, feeling under attack, energetically under attack in a space that you haven't kind of loved on, kind of shown respect to. This could be, you know, not really honoring the soul of a home, connecting to it, blessing, praying over your home, cleansing it, respecting it, asking it what it means. Welcome, welcome, y'all. How y'all doing? A lot of throat chakra shit. So someone definitely has a lump in their throat today. There is something that has to be said, or someone can't talk, doesn't know how to pick up wherever they left off. Because wherever they left off in a conversation could have been really uncomfortable. But I feel that the challenge, I feel accepting a challenge, having on the challenge, fucking accepted. Challenge accepted. Someone threatening to kick you out of a space, or telling you cannot, you can't eat here, get off my block, or you won't feel safe here, secure here. This home telling you this. Get the fuck out of here. I don't want you here. The energies within the home, you know, or this is at work somehow. They don't like you. They trying to kick you out of a space or make you uncomfortable until you leave. There's something about taking your power back. For a lot of you, y'all gonna take your power backs in these spaces. Some of you gonna get up and you gonna leave, and once you get up and you leave, you're gonna move on to something bigger and better. Even if you leave, and whoever you leave or whatever you leave doesn't realize what they have lost when you go. And meanwhile, they may seem this way on the surface, but they know exactly what they're losing or what they're getting, who they're getting rid of. They're really intimidated by you in whatever way. They do not want you to succeed. But also, for those of you who decide to get up and you decide to go 10-10, for a lot of you, it's the end. You realize that the end is near, the end is upon you. You get up and you go elsewhere. It's time now. It's time for a brand new beginning to figure out what's next for you. And even if someone on the surface appears to not know what an asset they are losing, or how they're losing out, or what they're missing out on by passing up on you, they fucking know. I promise you they know. Whether this is a person, a job, whatever. Also, I'm going to continue to say y'all homes. I'm going to continue to say that. I'm going to continue to speak about your home as if it was a person, as if it could feel you, as if it knows you, as if it can choose whether to like you or not, because it can. Period. Yeah, and so others of you are going to walk away. You're just gonna walk away and you're going to move on to bigger and better. But for others of you, you're going uh, to accept. Either way, you are accepting the challenge. But some of you are going to stand your ground there where you are. Fight for what is yours. Fight to change the environment. Fight to change someone's perception of you, someone's mind. Fight to gain some type of fucking understanding between the two of you. Find some common ground. Um, yeah. Some of you have been feeling so under attack or so unsafe or unhappy in your home somehow, and you need to talk to it. You need to bless it. You need to protect it. You need to throw out things that you don't fucking need or should have never came with you in the first place, or been there too long, have served their purposes. Heavy on the repainting. Same way you need a makeover sometimes. Sometimes so does your home. So does your life. There's something about going through there being a makeover, child, while someone is trying to actively working against you. There is a group that is actively working against you, or energies that are actively working against you. They will not win. The affirmation for the day is, it's okay to feel what I feel, no matter how pleasant it may be to express or admit. I find healthy outlets for my unhealthy thoughts and feelings. I find people who understand and won't judge me when I need to tell my truth. I find people who I relate to. I am not alone. Someone somewhere understands. I'll read it again. It's okay to feel what I feel, no matter how unpleasant it may be to express or admit. I find healthy outlets for my unhealthy thoughts and feelings. I find people who understand and won't judge me when I need to tell my truth. I find people who I relate to. I am not alone. Someone somewhere understands. Period. I really feel like for some of you, helping someone else turns into hurting you, or can turn into hurting you. You have to set solid fucking boundaries before it does. Totally. Or it's already gotten past that, and now you have to figure out a way to establish boundaries that should have been established a really long time ago, because it's unhealthy for you in some way, or you need to do this before it becomes unhealthy. If you can see a problem before it becomes a problem. But there's a lot of resentment, or there's a lot of anger, there's a lot of resentment, there's a lot of rage, even, that someone is like, where the fuck do I put this? What do I do with this? Where do I put this? And really coming into some really to really coming into healthy coping mechanisms is a really big one out here. I don't care if this is, you go somewhere or outside where there were no one's around, and you just fucking, you cleanse yourself and you scream, you get all this energy off, or you fucking dance when you don't feel well. Heavy on this energy of someone needing to know what their healthy coping mechanism is. And what's even crazier is that I didn't even think about it till just now. And having this conversation the other day, my father was talking to my son, who's been like going out of his way to like tear the damn house up, really act out when he gets mad. I guess he's going through this phase or whatever. And my father was like, well, what do you need when you get angry? What do you need to help you calm down? So heavy on this being a collective message, there being a change, the Scorpio, there being a huge change in your coping mechanisms. Some of you are going to be rejected, neglected somehow. You denied something, tested in the ways that you are weakest, to see if you have healthier coping mechanisms now. And so there's something about this energy where you have to figure out what works for you. He told him he needed a Spider-Man suit, that he needed him to buy him a Spider-Man costume, because every time that he gets angry, he's going to put on this Spider-Man costume and it's going to calm him down. Facts. Ran away from numbing myself and just started talking about it on live. So for my son, it's the Spider-Man costume. What's your Spider-Man costume? What's your thing? What is it? What, for some of you too, news is hitting, or I don't want to say that. It just kind of feels like news is hitting, or your world comes crashing, or, it's that dun dun dun, that fucking feeling. And someone said, Nikki said, I'm going to get a Spider-Man suit too. Period. You said, Victoria said it's singing. The testing is real out here. Absolutely, Vicky. But it's this feeling of dun dun dun, that energy coming. I don't know how else to say it, but like looming doom, or yeah, it's you're about to meet your doom in some way, or shit is just really heavy, or you it's like too much time has passed before you've gotten something fucking secure, something paid off. You know, for some of you, you don't know how you're gonna secure something. You know, some of you, your livelihood somehow is being tested. Your relationships, your marriages, even so heavy on the foundation being rocked, crazy, and what you do, how you cope during this time really, really determines where you end up when it's all said and done. If your response right now is to be extremely low vibrational and to get super scared right now, you're fucked. If you do not breathe through this situation and you figure out how to, whatever, how to in that moment really stop. Uh, Thank you, sis. Please, yes, please, please, please hit that like button if you haven't. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. If you feel called to leave me a donation, if you want to book with me, anything, the link is in the description box below. We're going to talk about how the way I'm shifting off of platforms. Um, but I don't know what I was just saying. I don't know what I was just saying. I also feel like you got to find new ways to support yourself, new ways to promote yourself. Something about this. So you have to learn to finally. Someone has to learn how to be more giving of themselves. Some of you are going to be forced into more private situations because you're too exposed. You're too out in the open. Spirit is going to force you into more private settings somehow. And those of you who are too fucking isolated, you are going to be asked to come out onto the onto a platform. Come out of your shell. It's your turn. It's your next. You're up somehow because you're not on the radar. Some of us are on the radar now, and so we have to kind of go into hiding or go into more intimate spaces. If you are scared during the shift, you are screwed. You're screwed. Honor this fucking shift. Meet it head on. Y'all are getting the fucking heads up. It's been coming in, and you're gonna have to figure out what you're gonna have to do. But like I said, some of us who have more, it's something that's energy of like those of us who have more attention on us are going to be pulled back and have to and having to kind of go into more intimate spaces, while those of y'all who have been riding, those of us who've been kind of flying under the radar are going to be asked to kind of step themselves into the forefront or step onto uh, these platforms that other people are going to be stepping off of, that have been on there for a really long time, because of the way that you will give your messages will still allow you to the way that you will fight the fight and the way that you do this work will allow you to fly under the radar. I said what I said. Yes. Yes. I don't know what Nat just said. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Those of you are being called to step up in it like it's all hands on deck, but we're being called in different ways. And so you're going to be tested at this time. Did I don't think I feel like I prayed. I've just been talking. Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angel, spirit, God, spirit, animal, soul, sky, universe. Thank you so much for my life. Thank you so much for my soul tribe. Thank you so much for the way that I am in the timeline of my highest good, spirit. I'm exactly where I need to be. It only gets better from here. I pray that all of my soul tribe members are in their timeline, the timeline of their highest good, spirit. I pray that we are level-headed, that we are stable, we are secure, that we are grounded before we decide to make any decisions, before we decide to move. We don't do anything out of fear or lack mentality. We are secure. We know what's for us. We know we are moving on to bigger and better. We know we're not about to lose out on anything. It is only up from here. It's only better from here, spirit. We understand that we may feel that things are uncertain at this time, and so much magic happens in the uncertainty. And so we surrender to it. We follow the energy. Please allow me to tap in with my soul tribe, see what the overall energy of the day is, what we're working on today, what we're leaving for another day, and what we don't see coming. Please protect this space from any negative energies and only allow energies of love and light to enter. I say thank you, Spirit. 33 in the room, 22 likes, period. 3322. Heavy on the synchronicities, heavy on the numbers. Pay attention to them. Some of you, again, are feeling some feeling some resentment, or talking to someone this way, or feeling some things that they feel like they should not be feeling. They feel bad for it. They're heavy. They're really hard on themselves for it. but feel your motherfucking feelings. But heavy on the needing to find a healthy place to put them. You can't dump them on the wrong people. Heavy on this energy of thinking that you can't talk to anybody because you keep talking to the wrong people. That don't mean you can't talk to anybody. That means you're talking to the wrong people, right? Or this apply this to, if you feel like you can't work on a certain platform, this don't mean that you can't fucking do your job. It means that you can't do your job there. It means that you got to go elsewhere to do your job. You got to go elsewhere to get it done. Some of you keep trying to knock on somebody's door that does not want to answer. They keep denying you. They be peeking at you. They be playing, or they tell you to come over. When you pop up at their fucking house, they act like they're not there. Like they move away from their phone. That type of energy. But this could be fucking physically, or this could be like energetically. You know, someone playing with you, someone acting like they want you to come over, they want you to come through, and when you fucking pull up, they stop answering their phone. They be like, nah, I'm just playing, or you not coming up in here. I mean, well, why'd you have me come all the way over here? Why'd you get me started? Why'd you even, why are we going down this road? Well, you need to stop going down this road with this person. You need to stop going down this road with this person. Yeah, for some of you, you've gotten you've gotten caught a couple times up the same way somehow, not doing it. Air out here, sideways, so heavy on this, the crooked communication, the crooked conversation. You have to know when someone is lying to you, someone definitely lying to you, calling someone out. When you call something out, someone kind of gets manipulative, or they ghost you, or they shut down in whatever way to see if that they can get you to engage, regain power somehow. Whenever they see you put up some type of boundaries, disengage. Do not play into that shit anymore. I really feel like don't be afraid. Some of you are afraid to speak your truth, and even though you know that it's going to have a negative effect on the connection, you have to speak your truth anyway, because you know that connection is not real. That fear that you have about speaking out about what's bothering you somehow, you have that fear because that connection is not real. That connection is not meant to withstand any fucking thing. The connection that you want in your life are meant to withstand anything, you know. So you can't be afraid to speak your truth, set some boundaries with the people that you love. If they don't want to be in your life after you set a boundary, they didn't love you to begin with. They were temporary to begin with. Some of you are scared to lose someone that you know for a fucking fact is temporary in this regard, or someone is fucking gaslighting you, someone is manipulating you, and you know that as soon as you say something, it's going to change everything, or they're going to go inside themselves and stop speaking to you. And that may make you really fucking uncomfortable or really sad. You may genuinely love or care about this person, but who you choosing, them or you? Because I feel like time and time again, you have chose this person over you. For a lot of you, you have chosen this person or other people over you, and you're not doing that shit no more. So even though you love them the way that you do, you're scared to lose them the way that you are. You're scared to, fall out for a little bit, change the dynamic, make it awkward. Do that shit anyway, because what's for you will always be for you. What's for you? So and heavy on this energy. Okay, underneath the deck, what you don't see coming is this: you've healed enough. Now unblock me. You've healed enough, now unblock me, because there's something about this where it's like someone may shut down for a little bit and have to gather themselves and get the fuck over it, but they come back eventually, and if they don't, they wasn't meant to. If they don't, they wasn't your peoples to begin with. Take the time that you need, but I'm here when you get over it. But heavy on you dealing with someone who does that, and they're super fucking manipulative somehow. Someone knows that someone's gaslighting you. You know that they're lying to you somehow. They're not being honest somehow. Deception is out here. Heart-to-heart conversations, deception, and past life relationship, out here at the bottom of the deck. So this is what you can't see coming. This is normally I read this shit last, yet this is loudest to me right now, speaking to me the most. Because I feel like this is happening, or this already happened, or it's not what you're dealing with today. It's something that you could have dealt with yesterday, or you will be dealing with in the works. Justice, the Fool card, nine of Cups energy. I feel like someone knows that what you're saying, you really speak from the heart. Someone wants to make sure that you do not heavy on the past life relationship. That's that Salem witch trial shit that I was talking about too. History repeating itself, deception, those who deceive you, those who don't mean well, trying to knock you off your pedestal, trying to stop you from having heart-to-heart conversations, connecting with the people that you're meant to connect with somehow. There's so many fucking storylines happening at once. Real shit. Justice will be served, so don't fucking worry about it. Don't fucking panic. Don't be like the people who panic. There's no room for fear here. The Fool card, prepare. Prepare for your new beginning. Nine of Cups, you can have whatever the fuck do you want. You know, are you in the timeline of your highest good? What is it that you really fucking want? What is it that you really, that you truly fucking desire? That energy out here. It's time to jump timelines. And not from a lack mentality, not from a lack mentality, not from a place of thinking that if you do not uh show up to you, if you don't get certain people on board or certain people to back you, that you won't be successful. You know, that you won't get, that you don't have something that people have, that people want, that people will come find you, something to get. This could, but this could also be love, right? Where you've been rejected by someone, you keep trying somehow, and you need to stop and go look elsewhere, because you could have whatever you want. You keep trying with the same fucking person because you think nobody else wants your ass. Meanwhile, you still fine. You still fucking fine. You just gotta believe that. You haven't looked at yourself in a minute. You haven't really allowed yourself to fall in love with yourself, or you haven't spent enough time doing it. You know? How many days does it take to form a new habit? Maybe really, talk crazy to yourself, like you want somebody to talk to you, talk nasty to yourself, speak love and life into yourself for 21 days in a row until you create that new habit of that being your new normal, and that's how you feel about yourself 24/7. It's that type of energy out here. But I genuinely feel like there's something about this. Could have been yesterday too. With, for some of y'all, with fucking Valentine's, somebody came around. You was feeling the way. You let someone kind of connect with you that wasn't supposed to connect with you. Thank you, Daddy. That wasn't supposed to connect with you. You was talking to somebody in the way you wasn't supposed to be talking to them, or some shit like that. Somebody got their fucking feelings hurt. Everyone's energy of getting their fucking feelings hurt because you shouldn't have did that to begin with, or someone knows that they were being deceptive towards you when you were being honest with them. You know, no matter what, you may ruin the fucking moment. You be like, yo, you could wait. All right, love you. Can you ask Dad to bring up a water for me, Pop? Thank you. You know, heavy on this energy of being with someone. It's like being with the person of your dreams, having that fucking moment of someone being into you, and you ruin it completely because you can't do nothing but tell the truth. You can't do nothing but bring up the obvious. Like, you sure you want me? Because the last time I thought you wanted me, you told me it was just me, and it wasn't just me. It was the both of us. So are you serious this time, or are you gonna play with me like last time when y'all dead in a moment and you got someone hot and heavy and this is all you fucking wanted, but 22:02 on the clock, but you can't do nothing but to be honest with them about, you sure? You sure you, or I gotta set this boundary with you, or what we doing here? You need to be clear because your heart is on the line. You have to protect yourself. Someone gets pissed off about it, but they were playing with you to begin with. You were dead ass, and you were dead serious, and they were playing 22:22 on a clock. Heavy 33 in the room. Heavy on the you being serious, and they were fucking playing, and you call some shit out, or you need to call some shit out. But kisses, unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. Have you on the falling in love with someone? Well, you need to fall in love with, right, yourself. Love yourself first. You need to give yourself all of this love and these kisses and this affection that you want to give to somebody else that does not have it in them to give it back to you, or is willing to take that shit from you, and they just playing with your fucking emotions. Meanwhile, you dead ass about what you're trying to give them. You give too freely. You give your heart too freely. You need to put a fucking lock on this motherfucker. Have you on the putting a lock on this motherfucker and protecting it? And have you on the waiting for someone to give you a call, text you, show some love to you, reach out to you. Someone who normally love bombs you. It's changed. You set some boundaries with somebody who normally who was love bombing you. As soon as you set them motherfucking boundaries, that shit changes. Overall energy of the day, there's Ace of Pentacles out here in reverse. Someone trying to get to your money. Someone trying to get to your money. Some of you worried about whatever it is, the seeds that you planted are not going to grow or flourish or really, sustain themselves, be around for a really long time. Someone worries that they're going to have to take a pay cut. Someone speaks in lack mentality. Child, heavy when it being contagious, getting the fucking Lysol for the way that somebody fucking speaks. And it's broke. It's a broke ass mentality. Nobody got time for that shit. And likes all that shit, that energy, But this is also your own mentality. You talking to yourself and having to check yourself when you worried about when you start worrying or telling yourself that you ain't got something. You don't know how you gonna do something. You ain't got something. That type of energy. How I'm gonna make this shit happen? How I'm about to be fucked up now, or I shouldn't be spending this money because I ain't gonna make it back. Spend that shit freely. That shit come around. Period. What you working on today? Right, throat chakra shit. You may have to watch. You may have to watch what you say. You may have to watch what you say. Protect what you say. Learn to speak more kindly to other people. But also, I just really feel like uh, saying less. Someone wants to talk to you. Someone who hasn't made the first move to talk to you. Allow them to stay where they at. Put them on ice. Cold world. Right. Put them on ice. Heavy on it being mad references to ice, cold, mad shit. Like it being really cold, really something means somebody needs to warm up their home, warm up their heart. They need to make your home more cozy, make it a homey environment, be more intimate, be snuggled in, recreate the fire. Someone needs to light a fucking candle. Where are your candles? Someone has no candles lit. Child. Also, I really feel like if you know, you know. If you know who you are, you stand in your power, people will follow you anywhere, or someone will follow you anywhere. Or anyone would be lucky. Someone knows that they would be lucky to be with you, the finest motherfucking, or they would be lucky to be with you and have a happy life with you, commit to you, be blessed. And something about this too, someone affirming, someone it being really, really big dick energy when someone affirms that they love the fact that you are powerful, that they are aware of the fact that you are powerful. Someone tried to put whoever this King of Wands is, this person knows that you're powerful, they would be so blessed with you, but they don't feel worthy. Also, someone else is trying to put someone on, like, yo, I'm telling you, you want to come up, heavy on this being men, yo, you want to come up in life, bro. Go find you a powerful woman. That's where it's at. You'll never be the same. You're only going to level up. She's only going to push you to do fucking better. Someone trying to tell you this, but also you being powerful as shit. Someone don't feel like, or someone don't feel like a man, don't feel like they can match your energy. And heavy on this energy of I just feel like holding, knowing that you could have what you want, but also you blessed wherever you go. Don't be thinking small now. Don't think small now. Heavy on the trying to go backwards. Some entrepreneur, someone with a business is feeling like they're not gonna make no money, or they have to rediscover yourself. You gotta rediscover what makes you happy. You gotta rediscover. I'm not even fucking with y'all in the comments today. I'm really not. I've been here for a half an hour. I'm about to eat this food that he just brought in. So I ain't fucking with y'all in the fucking comments. Um, but what we're leaving for another day is where Spirit is going to show you in which direction that you're supposed to go. And it may be uncertain today. Your duty today, your job today is just to not panic. Your job today is to get comfortable with change. Your job today is just to cope. Your job is to sit with the truth, the cold, hard fucking facts. Whatever it is, the change is on the way, or things are different now, or, allow something to die once and for all. Allow a way to be to die once and for all. Not fucking with y'all. Those of you who are in here, let's just say, obviously, as you see with this news of things shifting online, with IG, with TikTok, things being different, you're gonna find that you'll find me more here on YouTube, but mainly I will be on my Patreon. I have been like off the grid for like the last week because I have been needing to get rooted in my new space, but I am back on my Patreon. Thank y'all for y'all patience. And this is where I'm really going to be for the majority of the time, I think, moving forward. And, in a more intimate space, like we're shifting over there to protect ourselves. But I also think that I'm also going to be spending more time back here where it all started on fucking YouTube, because I find that I'm pretty free here to do what I want. And I don't really have any problems here. But eventually I want to shift completely into being able to stream off of my website, thebigbodyhighpriestess.com, and there only, and just keeping it that simple. Also, I did go get a second line. I have a second phone that I'm using as a work line, and so I am in the process of trying to figure out what's gonna work, how to set that up as a hotline, or even to text me directly, or even to set up so that what group messages, or when I want to go live, or y'all want to get reminders of what I'm doing or where I'll be at, I can send that out in mass somehow. I'm definitely going to be on the Patreon, but I want to set up like an emailing list, or, some shit that would just send y'all a text message. You know what I'm saying? Or even if you want to reach out to book with me, you can just message this number, and I can text you your fucking invoice, and we'll move from there. Somewhere to keep it, make myself accessible in other areas. I have a work line, so I don't really know how I'm gonna announce it, just or how I'm gonna make it work, but I guess I'll just put it in the link for now. I'll officially make a fucking post, but where you could just text this number when you want to book with me, and we'll move forward. You know what I'm saying? Get the fuck off of online to begin with, and we just get on. I don't know yet. I haven't figured out since you said where to put my number. She is me said where to put my number. I don't know how that works. If you got any ideas and you want to reach out to me, because I don't know. This literally just hit me today as I wake up to everyone DMing me about this whole large shift that's happening, the change that's happening as the Scorpio brings in the water for me. Thank you, baby. Because it's time for a change. It's time for a cleanse. It is what it is. 30-30. It is what it is, yo. For whatever reason, I'm being asked to shift this way. You know, this could be for my own protection. This could be for all of our own protection. But the work don't stop. The work don't stop. This is our livelihoods, and also this is our connection, our soul tribe, our soul fam. And I guess that's not for everyone who are readers or astrologers or whatever. But if you're in this community, this is family. There's not that many of us. We are a tight knit community, and so there's a transition happening. There's a shift happening, and we're gonna figure out how to make it work and stay connected. Um, I love y'all. I'm going to eat, and then I'm going to get back onto doing these love readings on Patreon. I've already done Aries, Taurus, and Gemini. It's on tier 1 of my Patreon. I'm doing these love readings right now. So after I eat, I'll get on and I'll do Cancer next. Yeah, so also, so that being said, if you're not subscribed to my Patreon, go check out my platforms over there and what I offer for each tier. That's going to be shifting as well. I'm really playing with the ideas of what I want to do. I'm just in an overall transition, but that's where you're going to be able to find me. If you want to connect with me, if you want to hear me read, even when I'm going to start doing private lives, there when I want to go pull cards. I also said that shit. We were talking about this where every Saturday I said that I wanted to do Zoom calls. I don't know what I can commit to in my new environment just yet, which is why I haven't been able to do it. I kind of decided to do it at a weird fucking time, but every Saturday I want to show up to this space and on Patreon to do free readings for y'all, for those who are subscribed to my Patreon, no matter what tier you're on. If you pop up during that private live during that time, I can pull cards for you, do a reading for you for free as a sign of my appreciation. But also, I think that when we can, we're going to shift into Zoom calls so that it could be even more intimate and we could kind of connect one-on-one. But we can't be doing these shits all night. That's what happens. We get together and we do these shits and we be up all night. We gotta make them shorter, for real. Because I just don't have that type of energy to be able to commit this way. But I love you. It's your girl Merce, the Big Body Benz. Run tell them, the Big Body High Priestess, somebody come see this. Peace.